And we are live. Sorry for being a little late there. Had some technical difficulties, but I am here bringing you that crypto news. So what's up? Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Mine was pretty chill. Saturday slept in. Sunday went to the beach, and then now I'm back here and I've been doing a lot of work here at the Crypto Club. Tonight we got salsa dancing, so that's pretty prep. So if you're in the Sarasota and want a salsa dance, come on down. But yeah, lots of news to cover today, or at least a couple articles I got for us. But there's a lot of political news articles, like on Trump, Biden left, so we got Harris, Ripple backs one person, and so on. So yeah, maybe we should dive into that, or what else is going on? I heard that Elon Musk had some blue laser eyes going today. That has been a big topic, but I didn't really feel like I needed to cover that article since probably so many people have been talking about it. But no, let's just probably just dive right on in. I know I was like last minute, been super busy, so I was able to put together a couple articles, and again, the political side was just all I got. So let's dive right on into this. So our first news article comes from Cryptopolitan, and CNBC thinks Donald Trump will make Bitcoin the reserve currency. Now, if he does, that is going to be the best thing ever, because this is what we waited for. Like, this just puts adoption at supercharge. And yeah, so why? Because eventually, if it's on the reserve, soon banks are going to have it. And then we always said, once banks start having it, they give you wallets to use. Then you'll probably be able to take out loans against your Bitcoin. So this is what everyone's been waiting for and everything. But yeah, let's get to this article and hear who actually said that from. They were from CNBC, right? Yeah, so here we go. Let's go to this article and find out more. CNBC analysts are shaking things up with a wild idea. They say that the US government should hold Bitcoin as a reserve currency. Now, the speculation is that under a Trump administration, this might actually happen. The analysts believe a Trump-led White House could consider moving Bitcoin from the Justice Department to the Treasury, and that could stabilize Bitcoin's price and increase its value as a reserve asset. Now, Trump has shown a lot of love for Bitcoin, so who knows? He just might. Now, we all know that Bitcoin is a big deal when it comes to protecting against inflation, unlike fiat currencies, which can be printed like there's no tomorrow. But Bitcoin has a fixed supply, and there's only 21 million pieces. That's it. It's scarce. That means Bitcoin can't be devalued or just print anymore. But what it can do is be broken up. You don't need to buy just one Bitcoin. That's the biggest misconception here in cryptocurrency. Everyone goes, oh, Bitcoin's too priced, I can't buy it. Well, you do know you can just buy a couple Satoshis. If you don't know what a Satoshi is, it's 1/100th of a million of a Bitcoin. So literally, it's like 8 zeros after the decimal place. That's how much Bitcoin can be broken apart into. So you don't need to just put in one, like, what is it? I think Bitcoin's at $68,000 right now. So you don't need to put that in to acquire. If you do, you are set for life pretty much. But no, it's just like, just get started while you can, because this is a scarce asset and it will eventually run out. But the US dollar, the inferior currency, often faces inflation, especially during big money printing periods. Remember the COVID-19 pandemic when the US pumped up $4 trillion into the economy? I remember that. That kind of move breaks the dollar. But Bitcoin stays rock solid. The crypto diva runs on a decentralized network. No single entity like a central bank or government controls it. Now, the decentralization cuts the risk of mismanagement and corruption. Now, if America adopts Bitcoin as a reserve currency, it'd be decentralizing its monetary power, making its financial system way more stable and transparent. Now, it's a fit for the principles of sound money, which isn't really easily manipulated by governments or banks and corporations for everyday Americans. Bitcoin offers a shield for their savings against government mismanagement and inflation. So yeah, these are some good points for why they should add this to the Treasury. Now, this is important for hourly workers and retirees on fixed incomes who suffer the most from rising prices. Younger Americans face the long-term effects of national debt, and they can find stability in Bitcoin as a store of value. Now, by holding Bitcoin, they can protect their future from an inflated dollar and the pitfalls it comes with. Now, let's face it, with the way things are going, Bitcoin is a strategic economic opportunity for the US, and it'd give it an edge in the economic war against the ongoing China and other top economies with centralized financial models. But adopting Bitcoin as a reserve currency isn't a walk in the park. And that's true right there. It's not going to be easy. But first, we got the liquidity. That is a big deal. The dollar is the most liquid currency globally, with about $7.2 trillion in reserves. Bitcoin needs a much larger market cap and liquidity to replace the dollar as a reserve currency. Second, we need a supportive regulatory framework. Policymakers must avoid restrictive measures like capital controls, which could erode confidence in the US financial system. Now, since Trump has said he hates CBDCs, we don't have to worry about that destabilizing thing. So, yeah, CBDCs are done. If there is a CBDC like in the United States, I guarantee that's going to be the new EBT card. So that will be given to the homeless people out there, people with very low incomes. Like that's what a CBDC will be if they can control it. And it's just different from what they got already. But no, so yeah, we have nothing to worry about there. Bitcoin though, that is the only thing you should worry about there is, do you have enough of it? Because if this goes into place, like, oh my gosh, like it is going to be gobbled up like no other. So grab some Bitcoin where you can. Again, you only need a couple cents. Stop by any of the crypto clubs. You have K1 machines in every single one of our location. Bring your spare change from your car and just start collecting it so that way you're not left behind. But that is that news article for you. And like I said, we have tons more political news articles to go through because the next one is coming from The Block, and the Digital Chamber presses Kamala Harris to take a positive approach to crypto ahead of the election. So it was just last night or yesterday that we saw a tweet from President Joe Biden out there. I said that. But we saw a tweet from him. Like he even knows it was from him. Just a signature saying, I'm pulling out. I'm going to focus on the rest of my term, but I endorse Kamala Harris for the next presidency or the elect for it. But yeah, so, and that's, I remember when he first said that, at first he said he was resigned, but he didn't endorse Kamala, and then everyone's like going, what's going to happen? I first thought, like, we're going to get Hillary back again? And then, nah, Hillary's not coming. And then some people were like, no, please not Gavin Newsom, right, from California, no. Or Big Mike. If you don't know who Big Mike is, look it up. But no, it looks like Kamala Harris will be the person, but I don't think she's going to win. I think this is going to be a red wave this year. And yeah, but let's hear what the Digital Chamber has to say towards Kamala and would that help her out? I don't know. Let's go through this article. The Digital Chamber asked Vice President Kamala Harris to take a more positive approach to cryptocurrency in a letter sent to the likely Democratic presidential nominee. Now, crypto has quickly become part of the election season landscape, and the Republican Party expressed support for crypto firms and investors in its platform for the 2024 elections, including vowing to end an unlawful and un-American crackdown on the U.S. crypto industry. Now, some Democratic lawmakers have voted for bills to regulate crypto over the past year, including Speaker of the House, Representative Nancy Pelosi of California. Wait, is she still a representative speaker? No, I forgot. I don't know what's going on with that old lady. But she noted in a letter that Harris has had an extensive political career in tech focused in San Francisco, though has not taken a firm stance in crypto. However, there is a public perception that the party holds a negative viewpoint on digital assets, largely due to the Biden/Harris administration. Notably, cautious and at times hostile approach to these transformative technologies, the Chamber said in its letter on Monday, "We believe the previous hostility does not reflect the progressive and inclusive values of your party." Now, President Joe Biden announced on Sunday that he would not be seeking re-election in the upcoming 2024 presidential election and endorsed Harris to replace him as the Democratic Party nominee. Now, Democrats are set to select a presidential nominee at the Democratic National Convention next month in Chicago. Now, the Chamber asked Harris specifically to pick a vice president who has a proven track record of engaging with digital asset technology and for proposing a pro-innovative policies. Singling out Colorado Governor Jared Polis, and an example, Polis has taken a friendly approach to crypto. He accepted a campaign contributions in crypto, and during this time as governor, allowed for tax payments to be made in crypto, according to multiple news reports. Now, the Chamber also asked the vice president to include pro-digital asset language in the Democratic Party's platform, as well as have open discussions with the crypto industry. Now, we are hopeful that with your leadership, the Democratic Party can pivot towards a more supportive stance on digital assets, aligning with the aspirations of millions of Americans who believe in the transformative power of the technology, and the Chamber said. So, yeah, so that they're just seeking to, they want to, they got to do it, because once Trump went full on crypto, reserve, it's like they didn't know what they did to do, because before this, the Democratic Party was bashing crypto, fully against it, and then Trump comes out, oh yeah, I'm for it, I like it, Bitcoin's all right by me, and then boom, they were just flocking and didn't know what to do. So she definitely has to, but I don't know if it will help, but that's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts down below. But yeah, let's continue on. What else is going on? I think we have one more article revolving around like politics and whatnot. Like I said, lots of political articles out there. And yes, this one's coming from Cointelegraph, and Ripple backs Deaton with $1 million in donations in the Senate race against Warren Law Decoded. Now, Ripple's significant donation to Deaton highlights the growing influence of blockchain and politics amid the scrutiny. So, look at that. We got a little XRP logo, Ripple. I am not an owner of Ripple. I'm just saying that's just me. I prefer decentralized tokens and not centralized ones, and that is what Ripple is. So yeah, let's learn a little bit about this donation they got going on. Ripple, the blockchain-based digital payments network, has donated $1 million to a candidate in the Massachusetts Republican Party. Senate primary, the firm contributed the funds to John Deaton, a lawyer and crypto advocate known for his active role in the crypto community. Deaton has been a vocal critic of the United States Securities and Exchange Commission and its approach to cryptocurrency regulation. Deaton's campaign has gained widespread attention, focusing on blockchain technology and digital assets, topics increasingly entering the political domain. Now, Elon Musk says that X and SpaceX headquarters will move to Texas, and yeah, they're not the only ones moving to Texas. I think they're also launching a stock exchange in Texas, yeah, because they're competing with the New York one, and yeah, New York is fleeing. They are gone. They are done. Everyone's getting out of there, and that's pretty cool that Musk is going there too. But on July 16th, Elon Musk announced that SpaceX and social media platform X would reallocate their headquarters to Texas. The move comes in response to Governor Gavin Newsom's contributions to Bill AB 1955, which Musk criticized for attacking both families and companies. Now, as a vocal supporter of crypto in the past, Musk stated that SpaceX would leave Hawthorne, California, and set down new roots in Starbase, Texas. As one of the strictest financial regulatory climates in the U.S., Musk also explained that the move is attributed to California's hostile regulatory environment, and he is not wrong. Why do you think I got out of California? My family's still there. I need to get them over here, but I probably will only get my dad and mom. Maybe a little sister out here. The rest, I guess we just gotta be bi-coastal and share. But I definitely love it over here on the East Coast more. EU Stripe's clients now have crypto purchasing power, says the report. The financial service provider Stripe is now enabling clients in the European Union to purchase cryptocurrencies using credit card. Wait, is this a new article? Hold on. Is that a different one? Arc and transfers. That was a completely separate article from right there. So why did I continue on with that? Do we want to go through this article, guys? I don't know. But let's go through it. The EU Stripe clients now have crypto purchasing power, says a report. The financial service provider Stripe is now enabling clients in the European Union to purchase cryptocurrencies using a credit or debit card through its new cryptocurrency integration. On July 16th, a report from the Irish Independent stated that customers in the EU will now be able to purchase Bitcoin, Ether, and other cryptocurrencies using Stripe. Now, through a Stripe widget, online vendors can now facilitate crypto purchases for their customers, secured by Know Your Customer regulation and compliance. Now, John Egan, the head of crypto at Stripe, explained that the expansion will allow merchants to reach more global audience within a built-in fraud prevention and identity verification process. So, okay, so you should be able to buy some cryptos in the EU using Stripe. So, not bad. But no, so that was basically those articles for you. Wait, what did I do that? So I went through 3 different articles, so that was weird. This was a weird one. If you look at the page, yeah, I started off covering this article on Ripple backs Deaton, and then somehow it just ended right there and went straight into Elon Musk says SpaceX and headquarters will move to Texas, and then it goes down into the EU Stripe's client now have client purchasing power. So what the heck, Cointelegraph? I just wanted one article, but no, yeah, a couple of news articles out there. But no, that's basically all the political news out there. CNBC says Trump will have the U.S. hold Bitcoin as a reserve. Kamala Harris should choose a VP that's very digital friendly, and Ripple backs Deaton in Massachusetts. So those were all the political news articles for you. But now let's move on to some actual Bitcoin news. I guess the miners out there are actually stocking up right now. So that's kind of a sign that you want to hold on to your Bitcoin and not sell it. So let's go through this article coming from the Bitcoinist, and it is 93% of all Bitcoin addresses are profitable as miners aggressively accumulate them. Bitcoin is firm in writing, now floating higher and above 60,000. We're above 68,000 right now. And even as the uptrend appeared, labored in momentum waning, there are signs that all is well, at least from the profitable angle. Now, 93% of Bitcoin addresses are in the money. As of July 22nd, Bitcoin is stable and down roughly 8% from all-time highs of around 74,000. I totally forgot we're in the 70s. Can't wait till we're back there soon, people. But Into the Block data showed that 93% of all addresses are in the green at spot rate, so not bad. So 90% of crypto wallets out there are in the green, and who doesn't like that? Now, if anything, it's a major recovery and turnaround, especially after the major sell-off that happened back in June and early July of 2024 when prices plunged to the 53,500 before bouncing back up again. And that was really because of Germany selling their Silk Road. It was confiscated Bitcoin they just wanted to get rid of. So they got rid of that. They emptied it. They'll regret it later. It'll be like the Bitcoin pizza thing all over again. And yeah. But at the current valuation, a minority of Bitcoin holders are in the red, and entities most likely bought it at around 72,000 or all-time highs, expecting it to roar 100,000. So they gotta wait a little bit until we get to that point, which I guarantee will be over 100,000 in this bull run. But again, not financial advice. Now, as it turns out, Bitcoin dropped by as much as 21% from all-time highs to July 2024 lows before finding a reprieve. Now, the sell-off also forced some holders to exit at a loss. Now, the recovery to above 67,000 has helped restore confidence among Bitcoin holders, especially short-term holders. And the short-term holders are entities that have bought Bitcoin within the last 155 days, when prices exceeded $63,000, and holders within this category began to become profitable, decreasing the selling pressure. Now, during this time, miners are accumulating Bitcoin, and an uptrend is confirmed by it. Now, interestingly, as Bitcoin prices edges higher, it also emerging that miners are not keen on selling. Throughout July, Into the Block data revealed that miners had been aggressively accumulating top mining firms like Mara Digital and Riot Blockchain, accumulated over 4,500 Bitcoin in the last 3 weeks alone. So they're stocking up. The positive sentiment and expectations of Bitcoin prices to edge higher have spilled over, impacting their stock prices. Last week, Into the Block data showed that Mara and Riot stocks rose by over 30%, and investors have endorsed these public mining firms, saying they will continue expanding in the coming weeks. Now, at the same time, it's emerging that entities holding at least 1,000 Bitcoin are rapidly accumulating. By July 19th, the amount of Bitcoin held by its cohort stood at a 2-year high, and that's showing from this chart right here. Now, amid this development, the Bitcoin market value to realized value ratio used to measure profitability and is rising one analyst notes that as of July 22nd, the MVRV was bouncing off its 1-year moving average, confirming that the Bitcoin uptrend is valid. So yeah, guys, we are in the end game right now, right before the bull run hits and spikes, because it always takes place at least 6 months after the halving. We had the halving happen in what day was that? That was April when that happened. So April, May, June, July. Yeah, 4 months. August, September. So once September hits, and then we got the elections in November. I believe so. So yeah, we are just there. So again, this is the last moment. If it starts going higher, I think just wait out of it. If you just don't want to get in on it because we don't know what's going to happen, will we have a dip? Will we not have a dip? Is Bitcoin just going to keep rising? We don't know. This is uncharted territories. We had all-time highs before the halving, which never happened. So yeah, this is a fun journey. So buckle up and enjoy the ride. But yeah, let's continue on with the news. I wanted to cover this one Theta news article. You know me, I love my Theta, and probably a lot of you love Theta too. But it looks like they have their first actually customer going to be using the Edge Cloud. So yes, who is this partner? Well, it is KAIST AI, or is it KAIST AI? They will use Theta's Edge Cloud to accelerate their AI model training as a first academia customer. So, so yeah, AI cannot survive without the Edge Cloud and Theta right now. Everything they've been working on is definitely moving towards this, and we're going to probably be seeing a lot more partners like this in the near future. But yeah, Theta has already entered in a new era in 2024 with the release of the Edge Cloud in May. Now we're thrilled to announce a new partnership between Theta Labs and KAIST AI, marking a significant convergence of our Edge Cloud and cutting-edge academic research. This multi-year agreement will see KAIST AI, one of the world's leading AI research institutions, utilizing Theta's edge cloud to power their cutting-edge computer vision and natural language processing projects. Now, KAIST, often referred to as the MIT of Korea, has consistently ranked among the top institutions globally for machine learning research. Now, the decision to adopt Theta's edge cloud speaks volumes about the platform's real-world capabilities and potential in advancing AI infrastructure in a decentralized way. Now, at the heart of this collaboration is Professor Jae-Gu Tu, an endowed chair professor at KAIST, whose team will be leveraging the Theta Edge Cloud for their innovative work. Now, one of their recent breakthroughs, the Stable Vuitton, showcases the power of AI in a fashion industry. This fine-tuned stable diffusion model can seamlessly superimpose clothing onto images and individuals, preserving their feature and pose with remarkable accuracy. So this is what the AI is doing. And again, you need the power of the GPU processing to do it all. And data centers do not have that. So Theta is definitely taking the edge off of a lot of them. But as you may know, what sets Theta Edge Cloud apart of its unique hybrid architecture, as Professor Chu notes that the Edge Cloud is the only hybrid platform in the market where a particular AI job can be optimized for price performance and, depending on requirements, routed to either high-performing A100/H100 cloud GPUs or NVIDIA's 3090s or 4090s desktop GPUs. Now, as part of Theta's distributed edge network, this flexibility allows researchers to tailor their computing resources to the specific needs of each project, maximizing efficiency and cost-effectiveness. Now, this partnership doesn't stop at Stable Vuitton. KAIST AI and Theta Labs are already planning their next collaborative milestone, expanding the model to include new wearables, including more complex objects like hats. And this GPU-intensive task will harness the full power of Theta's Edge Cloud cluster of A100s and H100s, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in an AI-driven fashion technology. Now, here we can see it kind of happening right now. This is what Theta's Edge Cloud does look like. They have a text-to-image, a chatbot, image-to-video, sketch-to-3D. This Edge Cloud technology is... it's just no words can describe it. It's like it's not, it hasn't been here before. So this is so futuristic. It's crazy. Now, for Theta, this partnership represents a major step into the academic research sector. Our Edge Cloud platform, powered by over 30,000 distributed edge nodes and cloud partners like Google Cloud and Amazon Web Services, offers over 80 petaflops of always available distributed GPU compute power. This makes it an ideal solution for the complex, resource-intensive tasks that cutting-edge AI research demands. Now, the implications of this research extended far beyond academia, as Mitch Liu, co-founder and CEO of Theta Labs, points out. This unlocks a market of opportunity over 30,000 universities worldwide, multiple AI research groups and labs, spending billions of dollars every year for GPU-intensive AI tasks. Now, you can definitely try out the virtual AI tools here if you click on that, or just, again, it takes you to Theta Edge Cloud, and yeah, have fun with it. So congratulations, Theta, on that partnership, and looking forward to some more work they have and the future partners that are going to come for this. So exciting. All right, let's see. I think I got one more news article I was able to pull up before I was able to start this live stream. And yep, it's coming from the Bitcoinist. And Asia's first inverse Bitcoin ETF is set to launch tomorrow in Hong Kong. Hong Kong Stock Exchange launches Asia's first inverse Bitcoin ETF tomorrow, providing a new tool for traders to hedge risk and speculate on Bitcoin's volatility. Now, what is an inverse Bitcoin ETF? I have no idea, so I'm hoping this article goes through it to tell us a little bit more about it. But yeah, let me zoom in a little bit so that way we can actually see what's going on. And yeah, so let's go to this article, and hopefully we'll learn together on what an inverse ETF is. Now, the Hong Kong Stock Exchange is poised to make a history tomorrow with the launch of Asia's first invoice Bitcoin traded fund. Now, Bitcoin Magazine, just in, Asia's first inverse Bitcoin ETF is going live. So that was showcased on X earlier today. The CSOP Bitcoin Futures Daily -1X inverse product will begin trading on July 23rd. The ETF will invest in short positions on Bitcoin futures contracts traded on Chicago Mercantile Exchange, and this gives traders the exposure to the daily inverse performance of the underlying Bitcoin futures index. Now, traders can hedge the risk or speculate on a downward price move by going short on Bitcoin futures. This new tool provides an alternative to shorting, buying, and put options on Bitcoin directly. The inverse ETF is managed by the CSOP asset manager, with HSBC as the trustee. It charges a 1.99% annual fee and aims to attract $50 to $100 million in assets under management in 1 to 2 years. Now, the launch has generated buzz on a new way to trade Bitcoin volatility. While controversial to some, inverse Bitcoin ETFs are gaining traction globally. The ProShares Short Bitcoin ETF in the US has over 70 million under management. Now, the CSOP product will be the first of its kind in Asia, bringing inverse Bitcoin exposure to Hong Kong's 5.4 trillion stock market. It represents another milestone for mainstream Bitcoin adoption in the region. So is this just like a shorting ETF for Bitcoin? Like, where did I just see that? I heard it's take by short. So yeah, traders can hedge risk and speculate downward price moves toward by going short on Bitcoin futures. Okay, so now they have the option to short if they want. Again, all they're dealing with is paper out there. Wait, this is Hong Kong ones. Never mind. Like China, yeah, really threw a curveball to BlackRock and all those guys out there, because like the Americans Bitcoin ETF right there, it's all dollar based. You put cash in, you get cash out. But with Hong Kong and China's ETFs, you put money in to buy them, you can get your Bitcoin back out of it. So we'll see what goes on with the American ETFs out there, and what they're going to bring inverse ETFs as well to America. Yeah, just gotta wait and see. But that is that news article for you. But that's about the only ones I pulled up. Want to browse the Cointelegraph and see what else we got covered? Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Ethereum retraces. Here's why ETF bulls. Market begins listening to ETFs. Dogecoin sees significant market value. Yeah, Dogecoin had a big spike today. Like as other coins were kind of slightly, Dogecoin saw an increase. Bitcoin miner Hive digital to build 100 megawatt crypto mining facility. Yeah, you can just take a look at me as I read through these. You need to see that. Let's see. Analysis warrants trucking. No. Let's see. What else is going on? Trump fired. Trump. Yeah, just a meme coin out there. Don't need to cover that. Elon Musk laser eyes hints at bullish Bitcoin future as buying exits politics. Remember I told you that? It's like he had the blue laser eyes, and apparently everyone's going crazy. And now I'm just seeing all the same stuff that I just literally covered. Like when you try to scroll through all these news articles, you tend to get the same thing, but on multiple different sources. So I guess today really was just oh wait, here's a news article. I think I kind of skipped this. I'm not a fan of Swan, but Swan Bitcoin delays IPO plan and announces shutdown of mining unit. What? Okay, this is definitely newsworthy. Let's take a look at this article right here. Let's go to Cointelegraph and let's find that article. Come on, guys. Okay, let's go over here, back to Cointelegraph, go into the actual page, and zoom out a bit. And there we go. We're going to cover that. Why is Swan Bitcoin pulling out and shutting down miners? So let's see. Where was that? Breaking spot. Why is Bitcoin? There we go. It was this article right here. And boop, boop, boop. Sorry for the sound effects. Too far. There we go. All right. So Swan Bitcoin delays IPO plan and announces shutdown of mining unit. The CEO said that without revenue from the mining arm, the company expected to halt its plans for public offerings and announce a staff cut. So they're not going public anymore, and there's going to be staff cuts. So Corey Clipston, the CEO of financial services firm Swan Bitcoin, announced the company would be scrapping its plans for an initial public offering in the near future, following a shutdown of its mining operations. In July 22nd post on X, Clipston announced a staff reduction and said that the firm was unlikely to continue with its managed mining business. Now, in the near term, CEO said that without revenue from the mining arm, the company expected to halt its plans for an IPO. Now, Swan is pulling back from our accelerated spending plan for our core financial services business, said Clipston. Unfortunately, this includes staff cuts across many functions. Now, here's that tweet that he did say that. Announcement: Swan is unlikely to continue with our managed mining business in the near term. Without the expectation of significant near-term revenue from our managed mining unit, we're pulling our plans to the IPO for at least the near future right now. According to Swan, it is pulling back from our accelerated spending plan for our core financial service business, and unfortunately, this includes staff cuts across many functions. The Swans we've had to let go in our staff reduction this week are some of the best Bitcoiners on earth, and I would gladly work with every one of them in the future. I will do my best to help them find new roles in Bitcoin, and I hope that if you have the opportunity to help similarly, you jump the chance. This is an incredible moment in time for Bitcoin with real institutional adoption and an increasingly favorable regulatory and political environment, and the ranks of Bitcoiners swelling in the number at Swan will remain ready to serve you with an array of Bitcoin financial services and free education. Now, in January, Swan Bitcoin announced it had launched a mining venture in 2023 and was working to become a publicly traded company in the US within 12 months. The firm said at the time that it had reported $125 million in revenue since 2023 and doubled the number of its staff. Clipsman's announcement came roughly 3 months after the Bitcoin halving cut the mining rewards from 6.25 to 3.125 Bitcoin per block. Yeah, if you forgot about the halving ones, it's when the amount of new Bitcoin being minted per block is cut in half. We covered a bunch of those articles back then, and I'm sure everyone can always look that up. But this event's caused the earning from major mining companies to drop, including Bitfarms and the Canadian firm being targeted by Riot Platforms for a hostile takeover. So yeah, during that time, it hurt them. But right as the previous article we saw, now they are hodling it because we are just at that moment. But other mining firms have fared better in 2024. The German BTC mining firm Northern Data reportedly plans to seek an IPO in the US starting in the first half of 2025, and Genesis Digital Asset is also reportedly considering a public offering in the near future. So yeah, some miners out there were having a hard time. Others didn't even get fazed by it, and they are doing very, very well. But that's just the Swan Bitcoin news for you. So if you're looking for an IPO plan, it's delayed, and their mining has happened to do some layoffs and cuts. But that is that for you. Let's take a look at Crypto Potato. I haven't seen any articles from them lately. Let's see. Here's the percentage of Bitcoin just in profit. Make sure I covered that. WazerX increases hat recovery reward to 23 million after the. Yeah, I remember I covered this article here. Let's go through this one right here from Crypto Potato. Like I covered WazerX before, and like when they had their hack, and now they're looking for a recovery and what was it? There's like a hackathon contest out there, so that way they can help recover the assets. But WazerX increases its white hat recovery reward to 23 million after $230 million hack. WazerX offers a $23 million bounty after a major hack last week, seeking information to identify and prosecute its perpetrators. WazerX has increased its white hat recovery by 10%, which is now worth $23 million. The move follows a severe cyber attack that resulted in theft of over $230 million from the multi-sig wallet. Now, WazerX increased its bounty. As a way to recover funds, the exchange announced a bounty program calling on a global participation from the white hat hackers out there, cybersecurity specialists, and blockchain analysis. Initially, they set the bounty at 5%, amounting to 11.5%. Then later, based on popular blockchain investigator Zach XBT feedback, they increased it to 10%. Here's that tweet from them announcing the 10% increase. Do we see Zach's tweet? Nope, we didn't. But WazerX has devised two specific bounties. The first one, track and freeze offers up to $10,000 USDT, and for information that will allow them to freeze the stolen funds. The second one is white hat recovery, which is 10% of the recovered amount for those able to recover the stolen funds. Now, the bounty program will run for 3 months from the date of the announcement, and however, an extension or reduction is possible based on the results and requirements. Now, notably, after the hack, WazerX temporarily halted its trading to address the difficulties of maintaining a one-to-one ratio between tokens and assets. Now, the WazerX's founder says it was not a phishing attack at all. WazerX founder Nishkal Shetty has also clarified on X that the recent hack was not caused by a phishing attack. He explained that the incident involved 3 signatures from different WazerX devices with separate hardware wallets, each located in different places, and a 4th from Liminal, their custody provider. Now, based on the preliminaries analysis, there was no signs of compromise in the WazerX devices, and an external forensic audit is underway to confirm that. Shetty further explained that the 3 wallets' hardware keys were not compromised since the attack required 4 different signatures from 4 locations and 2 parties. WazerX, the Liminal, the latter team confirmed that they had not been breached. WazerX has since filed a police report to the Financial Intelligence Unit, the FIU, and the Indian Computer Emergency Response Team to assert in, and contacted over at least 500 exchanges to block the identities and addresses of Tether. Now, furthermore, the platform is conducting a security review and complete forensic data assessment to address security issues and return to normal operations. And users have always been assured that the withdrawals will return shortly. So once it's all done, they'll be able to do the withdrawals, but we'll see about that. Now, in a recent tweet, Shetty commended the team's efforts in resolving the issue, saying that it will take time to resolve the issue, but they will not stop. So that's them just trying to, what is it? What's that phrase they use for like calming the fire, setting the fire. It's like when there's a blaze and you're trying to at least make it a little easier, less hassle. Yeah, they're trying, but we'll see. So yeah, that's them just increasing their bounty. So if you're a coder and you want to see if you can take your chance at it, that's $23 million on there. So, but yeah, so we're at 34 minutes right now. What time is it? It's 5:40. We have salsa night tonight. So I think I am going to end this video a little shortly. We'll definitely be back tomorrow, 5 o'clock. We also have a movie night here at the Crypto Club at 6, so I'll try to be on time next time and definitely be ready with a couple more news articles for you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this live show, and until next time, the Crypto Sherpa is out.